How would you say that this emergency has differed?
It's not the same, that's quite sure. People sometimes say about the virus that it's like being back in the war, and it's nothing. I mean, I don't remember the war, but it's nothing like that. And the flooding also was more like the war, actually. People could get together, they could communicate easily, they could gather so that they could meet up and share stories and all the rest of it. But in the virus, because we've all been in lockdown, it's been really difficult to even talk to your neighbours or anything else. People were very isolated in this.
In January, we've got a villager who's a paramedic, and he phoned up and said, I have a feeling, Sue, that we're going to need the emergency plan coming into play. So Mick and Clive and I got together and thought, well, we'd planned for people with diggers and electricity supplies, not ladies on telephones, basically. But that's how it started, and it's swung into action, actually, pretty effectively, surprisingly.
Mid-March, and it looked like the coronavirus pandemic was getting pretty serious and was going to be having a really major impact on people's lives. And around sort of middle of March, I think a lot of us were starting to feel like we should be offering support to neighbours and people in our locality, because we realised that there were increasing numbers of people having to self-isolate, if they thought they had symptoms. People with underlying health conditions, a lot of older people we were hearing would be very vulnerable to the disease.